What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the US of Angling, where I travel the US full-time in a travel trailer and I fish everywhere I go. Today we are doing a little bit of river fishing here in central Iowa. I've actually already burned an hour of daylight. I went up to the Des Moines River and it is just absolutely raging right now still. Been getting a bunch of rain, so I came down here to the Raccoon River. It's a little bit smaller of a river, a little bit lower. I'm really hoping to put a couple fish on the stringer today, hoping for a couple walleyes, maybe some channel catfish. Fishing the Raccoon River, you never know what you're gonna catch. Let's go catch something. All right, guys, we are gonna start out with one of my favorite baits, throwing a Catfish swim bait on a 16th ounce jig head. I like the look of all these little riffles right up in here. There's some upriver too. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to those, but we might be walking around a little bit. Got the Crocs on today. Absolutely years late on the Croc game. Just got some a couple weeks ago for a fishing trip, and they are incredible. If you don't have a pair of Crocs, get you some Crocs. They might be ugly, but I don't see any pretty ladies out here standing in the river, so I don't really care. Let's see if we can't get something to smoke this swim bait right off the bat. I would love to see a walleye or a smallmouth right away. And this water is warm, really warm. I don't know how deep it is right out here, but man, it'd be nice to be able to get out into the river. We're gonna downsize on the Catfish. That was a 4-inch. We're gonna go to a 3-inch. I'm just not quite getting down. Oh yeah, that looks absolutely perfect. Come on. Oh my goodness, I wasn't recording because I just got up to this spot. This thing thumped it. And of course, we got to start out with a freaking sheephead. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right, guys, fish number one. Screwed that one up. That won't happen again. I just moved from, we started right down there and I moved up here, was recording, started slipping and falling on the bank there. Turned my camera off and unfortunately forgot to hit that record button again. But fish number one is a sheephead. That is slightly unfortunate, but it is a fish and it did hit right away. All right, we're gonna move up right below those riffles. We're gonna spend some time here right in this area. I'm gonna keep throwing a swim bait for a while, but we're probably gonna wind up drifting a crawler. Swim bait can definitely catch just about anything, but a crawler, that's gonna be the ticket, I bet. All right, guys, we're switching over to a little float with a full night crawler. At least we're gonna start with full night crawlers. If we start getting picked, I'm gonna have to shorten them up, but a channel cat or a walleye has got to pick this night crawler up. These rapids look too good. We're just gonna float a crawler, just cast it up into the rapids and just over and over again, just float it down. Hope that something nabs it. That was immediate. Oh my goodness. First freaking cast. What is this? Channel cat. First cast channel cat. We will take that. And we even have our crawler at this point. Can we keep our crawler? Can we keep our crawler? Can we keep? No, stop. Nope, we sure can't. All right, guys. Little channel cat. First freaking cast. Beautiful. Man, I was really hoping to catch some walleyes on that jig, but I'm telling you, these walleyes will smack this crawler, no doubt about it too. We might have found our setup for the rest of the morning. Come on. All right, guys. We're just gonna take the stringer out here with us so we don't have to keep walking back and forth, but that's a little eater channel cat. It's about as small as we're probably gonna go, but that one will definitely fillet up. All right, got that tied off. One channel cat on the stringer. cast number 1. All right. That's all the deeper we were too, about 2 feet. Casted just right here into this current. There's one little current seam coming down here. That's exactly where that channel cat just picked it up. Fishing like this, when the bobber's coming towards you, you just got to make sure to keep your line tight. Don't want to set the hook and have a bunch of slack line. There's another one. Just went a little bit deeper. Is this a bit? This is another channel cat. That is so strange. Not strange, but it's funny. I just moved my bobber about another foot up the line. So instead of 2 feet, we're fishing 3 feet. First cast, exact same spot we caught that other one. Just had to go a little bit deeper there. All right. There we go. 2 channel cats on the stringer, about the exact same size. I am not upset about that size either. I'll take that all day long. Yeah, we just moved about from 2 feet to 3 feet. And again, first cast after we did that, right in the exact same spot. That worm's getting a little mangled. They can have a freebie. This time I'm gonna put on half of a crawler, not quite a full one. These suckers are long. All right. We're just using a 16th ounce jig head for this. Usually I'd use a hook and a weight, but I don't know, I was jigging already, so I just threw a crawler on it and a bobber, and it's working great. We got 2 channel cats. 2 eater channel cats. Let's cast right back to that spot. Both of them came right there. Right when I made it a little bit deeper. If you guys can't see, I'm standing in knee-deep water right here. Uh-oh, where'd my bobber go? That might have hit the bottom. Which, that's about 2 foot. Oh yeah, no, that was a fish. He just took half my crawler there. That sucker. He almost had hook, or he might have had hook, but I was showing you guys how deep the water was. Darn it. All right, going back for that half a crawler. But yeah, we're standing in 2 foot. Right out there, I've tried to walk out there. It does get a little deeper. I don't think it gets that much deeper, but it might be 4, maybe 5 foot out there. All right, guys, a little bit of an update. Still just got the 2 channel cats. Been working right up below those rapids for, I don't know, probably an hour. I'm gonna move down just a little bit. Gets pretty shallow right up in there, as you guys can probably tell. I'm gonna work this current seam. It kind of runs all the way down to these next set of rapids. So I'm gonna go stand about in between the 2, go drift this night crawler with a bobber and see if we can't get a few more channel cat before it rains. I keep hearing thunder. Hopefully the rain holds off for at least an hour or 2, but we got 2 nice channels. Hopefully we can get a couple more, maybe a walleye. All right, we're gonna go full night crawler again. I'm not very far from shore right here, and I'm already knee deep. I'm thinking it's gonna drop off pretty good right out here. Hopefully this is where all the bigger channel cats are stacked up. All right, let's zip one right up there. If we don't bump bottom at all, I'm just gonna keep dropping it down further until we start getting snagged or bumping. Oh my goodness. That's a fish, first cast fish. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I was paying attention. My line was completely slack. All right, an absolute dinker. All right, these channel cats are definitely on this current seam for sure. That one's too small to go on the stringer. He wouldn't make much of a nugget, but that was a full night crawler too. Dang it. I got 24 of them, so we should be all right for a while. But I am gonna go back to a half. Man, there's something about these first casts. Every time I do something different, first cast, make it a little deeper, first cast, move down a little bit, first cast, that's when I catch a fish, and then I go on a little cold streak. Let's see if we can't keep this streak going. There's another one. Feels very little though. Darn it. Oh. This night crawler just flew off and hit my shoulder. Salvaged the night crawler. This is an absolute dinker channel cat though. Darn it, I was thinking maybe if we came down here and found a little deeper water, we might find some bigger fish. We're going in the wrong direction though. There's another one. Darn it. What is going on here? Why are we getting absolute dinks? Man, they're getting smaller and smaller yet. Man, this overcast is great. Such a good day for fishing. We're not doing terrible. We got fish on the stringer, but I thought we'd be doing a little better. Now that we found some fish, but we're just catching a bunch of little ones right here. I don't know what the deal is. There's one. Darn. Let us keep our crawler. Let us keep our crawler. Kept our crawler. Just little dinkers. I don't know what the deal is. There's plenty of big channel cats in this river. Where the heck are they at? Should be right here below all these riffles. I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder, but I sure can. Don't know how much longer we're going to be fishing. I didn't really check the weather at all. I knew it wasn't supposed to be hot, but I didn't realize there was supposed to be rain. Maybe we'll look out and there's not supposed to be rain. All right, I'm gonna get this night crawler put on and we're gonna scoot back up closer to those riffles. I wasn't catching all these tiny ones up there. We let that spot cool down for a second. We'll go about halfway back up there. See if they get bigger again. Oh, guys, today is not my freaking day. I'm an absolute moron. I've been talking to you guys for the last couple minutes, right after I landed this nice channel cat. We got 3 on the stringer now. Right there. Right there, you can see the one that's bigger. Just landed him right when we came back up closer to these ripples. For some reason, a little bit downriver, it does get deeper, but there's just a bunch of little channel cat. Up in here, there's eater channel cat. Oh my gosh. That was a little bit of a fiasco with that fish, and I wasn't freaking recording the whole time. Absolutely drives me nuts when I do that. I apologize. It's not gonna happen again. Oh, goodness. I'm hoping we can nab 1 or 2 more of those nicer channel cats. That one's probably 2, maybe 3 pounds. If I can get 1 or 2 more of those, that is gonna make a nice dinner. Oh, I hate when I screw up filming. Drives me freaking nuts. Sorry, guys. All right, let's take one more quick look at them. Little bit bigger. The other 2 are fine eaters, but yeah, that's about 2 pounds. We'll take 1 or 2 more in that category. Oh, I'm not turning my camera off again, I promise. I just moved from right up there, and for some reason I turned my camera off to walk 20 feet. Forgot to turn it back on like a moron. Goodness gracious. All right, guys, well, the sun has come out and the bite has completely died. I'm not even catching dinks anymore. Last fish was this nice one that we got on the stringer. A little bit of a slow day. I really wish I would have come here first rather than going and checking out that Des Moines River. Feel like we would have had quite the day here if we would have gotten here earlier in the morning, but hey, not a bad day when you're out on the water catching fish. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see more fishing videos just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys. Get out there and catch something.